What is up, my friends? Let's talk about Ma. Ma is a film from Blumhouse, the people that have given us Get Out, Happy Death Day, Halloween, and just definitely been the top in the horror genre. Now, Ma is more along your comedy than an actual horror, but yet it's still so much fun, and I highly recommend it, especially in theaters. It's an amazing movie to watch with an audience. Now, of course, Ma coming up is going to be competing with Godzilla, Behemoth, and Rocketman, but I really think you should give Ma some time of the day, and I would recommend a matinee. But anyways, let's talk about Ma. So a lot of people are asking, what happens at Ma? What is the big deal? Why is she trying to kill these kids? Now, this movie is pretty much powerhouse. Definitely Octavia Spencer leads the film and definitely carries it, and I feel like Octavia Spencer does such a great job. You forget this movie's kind of trash at points, but nonetheless, the movie basically deals with Octavia Spencer playing Suann. She plays Suann, but they call her Ma. So she basically has these teenagers who are trying to buy alcohol at the beginning of the film, and they're basically saying that they're gonna get somebody to buy it for them. They're out at a corner store, liquor store, whatever, but nobody's buying, nobody's taking a bait. And then Ma comes along and she's like, no, I'm not gonna do it. But once she gets a good look at them and she notices the name on the vehicle that they're in actually belongs to one of her former classmates, Ben Hawkins, she's like, okay, I'll get it for you. She starts befriending the teenagers by allowing them to drink, go to her house, party out, all of that. Over time, trying to get their trust, and at times being very erratic, which some of the teenagers noticed, and they're trying to distance themselves, but still most of them go over there. So pretty much peer pressure makes them all go over there. Over time, they start to realize that Ma knows all of them because she went to high school with all of their parents, and there was a big prank that was pulled on her that's kind of messed up as well, where she thought that one of the main characters' dad was actually like gonna meet her up in the closet to have a little something. And what ended up happening was they tricked her, and she actually ended up doing it for somebody else, this little sexual favor, I'll say that, and basically was humiliated. Everybody was waiting to see her face when she found out, and she thought that there was something special going on. Now, as we learn this throughout the film, the dad who actually pretty much orchestrated all of this now as an adult finds out that his son has been spending so much time at Ma's because he has trackers on all his trucks for his business. He tells her to get lost, leave his son alone, that what happened, and that they were kids. Ma, of course, not going to let this slide. She ultimately finds a tracker, leads the dad to the house, and kills him right there and then. Then she just moves on to the kids, where she tricks them to all come over one day and then drugs them out because she's working as a veterinarian, and well, more of a helper for the veterinarian, and then knocks them out. We come to find out that she also has a daughter, and she goes full on like Gypsy Rose on the daughter and doesn't allow her to like go to school anymore because she says she's sick, even though the doctor says she's not sick. She's like, I know that you're sick and we have to get you help, so we're gonna say you're sick. Ultimately, though, she has the group of teenagers held in her basement. The cops start to realize that something's going up at Ma, and he goes to visit over there. When he does, he starts hearing that something's going down there. Before he can even do anything, though, Ma shoots him. Her daughter sees this, and she's pretty distraught about what's going on. She just wants to live a normal life, and Ma tells her that she has to help her now get rid of this body, and she goes back down to the basement. The daughter calls out for help, saying that the cop is still moving, but knocks Ma out with a frying pan. And then we get to see them trying to escape, and then the parents show up for one of the girl and try to help her. They open up the basement where Ma's keeping them, and then they go, but Ma suddenly like reemerges, and then she grabs her daughter, and she's like, they're not gonna help you because they don't care about you. They're just like their parents. The daughter's crying out for help, and then ultimately the main chick, she's like, I'm not like my mother, I'm actually gonna help, and she stabs them all, releasing her daughter, and they escape as the house starts to burn down, and Ma just is like not doing anything, and she goes back up the stairs to Ben Hawkins, the father of one of the kids now, who was the main perpetrator for the prank. He's on her bed, he's bled out because she basically cut him up, and she just lays with him, and the house burns down completely, and that's pretty much the end of it. Now, this film, I think, is definitely setting up to be a sort of a series. I can definitely see Ma coming back burned up. This is not going to be the end of it. She needs to get her revenge. Ultimately, I thought that the film was going to be a little bit more gory and have some more, I would say, more of a soft feeling. Definitely was hinted at that she was going to be doing things like that, as she was burning people with like irons, and then she was sewing people's lips shut, and she was painting people's faces. So definitely Mom was a little like trying to see where she was going with things, but she didn't end up going all the way because of course the parents showed up and all of that. But I think that definitely this is a prequel of sorts to a big series where Octavia Spencer will be haunting all the people in the high school, because there was a lot of people in that high school and they all have kids now. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna see Ma back again, and it would be pretty interesting to see if she does come back in a sequel all burned up or becomes much more terrifying. But as I said, this film definitely has a lot of comedy in it, which is why I really recommend seeing this. And yeah, I don't think Ma died at the end. They would have showed it, they would have said it if she was going to. They're trying to see how much money it's gonna make. It had a budget of $5 million, which is gonna be made easily on the first day. So Ma 2 definitely is coming. I can tell you that, guaranteed. And I'll make a video talking about what I think definitely is going to be a plot that they can follow up in season 2 that they left open in this. I'm talking about this like it's a show. I'm talking about like in this movie that can be for a sequel. Anyways, what did you think about Ma? Did you like it? Did you not? Do you think you can see yourself watching a sequel, a series of this? I think I could honestly see it. It's pretty entertaining, hilarious, sort of like Happy Death Day. So I'm all for it. You let me know your thoughts though. Ma 2, are you in it or not? And what do you think? Did you think Ma died or not? But anyways, as always, haven't already subscribed, hit that like, comment, share, all that good stuff. I'll see you on next time. 10,000 subscribers. Let's get to it. Stay positive.